back in the studio after an amazing trip of Samsung Canada in San Jose, California, which I actually post a vlog about, so stay tuned for that on my channel. But if you're like me and super duper indecisive and never know which color option to choose when pre-ordering devices, this video will be perfect for you. I got a lot of hands-on time with each device in different lighting scenarios, and I'll try to pick apart the small differences between similar shades. Not to mention, I got actual live demos of a lot of the new features that are on this phone, and especially camera ones that I think are super cool, so make sure to stay till the end of the video so I can show you guys all of that too. But without further ado, let's dive right in. Let's start off with the Galaxy S25 Ultra, as that's always the big release, and starting off my favorite color, it's Titanium Whitesilver. It's a gorgeous pastel white color, which I think looks super duper aesthetic in any lighting condition, as it's bright and cleanly reflects the light, and it really reminds me of the matte white D-brand skins, but now directly on the phone. This one actually doesn't come with a white pen though, but instead a light blue one, which is a nice pop of color. The next color option is Titanium Gray, which actually looks so similar to the white, but it's like a warmer version of the color thanks to its warm tint, and I actually really like this beige look, as it seems like it would match outfits very nicely and just look good anywhere. The Titanium Silverblue, on the other hand, is like its colder brother, in which is a slight blue tint to the color, making it look almost gray at certain angles, and honestly hard to tell apart from the white. Last but not least, we have the elegant looking Titanium Black, which looks so snazzy on my friend Taryn here, and this black being completely matte looks absolutely fire. I also saw the online exclusive Titanium Jetblack, which is fully blacked out but didn't really get a chance to capture it, in addition to the Titanium Jadegreen, which actually looks pretty good too. Now, onto the smaller siblings, the S25 and S25 Plus, and they definitely have more fun colors of two light and two dark options. I think the one that stands out the most is definitely the navy color, with a beautiful dark and rich hue of blue even on the aluminum frame of the phone, and this blue even holds up in bright scenarios nicely. In contrast, we have Icyblue, which is definitely a very light shade of blue that can almost appear white in bright light, but I still love this light pastel look, just like the mint colorway, which I know there are a lot of fans of. This one's actually very elegant as well, as it pops out without being too in your face, and I love how the frame has a bold green color that's a nice accent, even when viewing from the front of the display. Totally forgot about the silver too, but it's your standard silver that's super reflective to light and shines beautifully. As for the exclusive colors, Coralred definitely stole the show, as it's the loudest color of the bunch, being sort of this hot pink that's leaning towards the red side, and it's just super duper vibrant and bright. Hopefully this helped you guys out in terms of choosing the right color for your device, and if you want to help me out as well in terms of reaching my dreams as being a big tech YouTuber, I would really appreciate it if every single one of you could subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much. Also, if you're considering purchasing one of these new Galaxy devices, I'll leave my affiliate links down below in the description and the pinned comment as well. Alright, as promised, I got to see a ton of cool announcements at the live keynote, in addition to getting a ton of demos by the helpful Samsung staff at the content capture session, so I want to share some of the cool features that I thought were super neat, and we'll start with all the camera ones. First off, it seems like the hardware for all the cameras remain exactly the same, except we now get an upgraded 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera to catch up with the Pixel and the iPhones, compared to the old 12 megapixel one on the S25 Ultra. Samsung worked really hard this year to make the macro mode seriously one of the best I've ever seen, and the detail you can get despite zooming into the image all the way is incredible, and it's not just the center of the image, but along the sides and the corners as well. You can actually get so close to the object you're trying to capture thanks to its tiny focusing distance, and it's so good that you can even turn these photos into wallpapers. There's also a new virtual aperture feature that's geared towards photographers, but in short, you can virtually emulate different f-stops in the app, so you can choose how much of the image you want in focus for things like background blur in simple terms. Moving on to the telephoto lenses, they have not changed in terms of hardware, but we're supposed to get better details and noise control over the previous generations, so much so that the Samsung reps actually dared us to pull out our iPhone 16 Pro Maxes to compare, and I can vouch that the S25 Ultra does in fact do better, and it's actually pretty impressive how much detail you can get from a faraway object. The thing I love about telephoto lenses though are how they can be used to take beautiful portraits, and new for this year, Samsung has really improved their object-aware engine to make their pre-existing Portrait Studio feature even better, which I'd already loved in the past. The lineup to try out this feature was packed though, because everyone was excited to get their own printables of themselves, so I had to get one myself to see my own results, and I eventually got an ugly picture taken of my ugly face. There's so many drawing styles to choose from, but I've always loved the watercolor mode, and after waiting for the printout, I think it looks absolutely amazing, although I do kind of look Vietnamese instead of Taiwanese now. It's even got my pimple that was on my cheek, which was pretty impressive. Now, switching over to the creator side, we have to talk about probably one of the biggest features about this phone, and that's the ability to shoot in log footage, regardless of which lens you want to use, and even the ability to go up to 4K 120 or 8K, which is wild. Coolest of all though, you can actually convert the footage using the built-in Rec 709 conversion in the Gallery app, and here's an example that I'll let you be the judge of. Hello to the camera. Hello. Say to me hello. John, say hello. Pretty crazy indeed, and you even get the option to shoot with zebras on for exposure, and even false colors, which I don't even know how to use. There's also a new feature where you can adjust the audio mix thanks to the AI that can pick out different sounds in the scene. And as for the editing side of things, generative edit has been improved so much so that the difference is actually noticeable, and the software makes it really easy to auto-select things such as humans, and even goes a step further by auto-removing shadows of people, for example. And finally, switching over to the more One UI side of things, Samsung is really pushing out the new feature called Now Brief that lives in a widget, and once you open it up, it's supposed to brief you on everything that's going on in your life, such as the weather, the news, your meetings, and that sort of thing. It also appears on a lock screen, and it's supposed to adapt to give you stuff like directions to your next meeting, or even the live score of your favorite sports team. Obviously, the demo devices didn't really have any usage in them, so there's actually nothing in the brief, but I'm actually curious to see if this ends up becoming useful. Lastly, AI Select that's activated using the Edge panel can be used to select important dates to add directly into your calendar, or even cooler, select a portion of the screen to record and turn into your own GIF that can be saved onto your phone, which I guess is cool if you're into that sort of thing. Also, GIF or GIF or I don't even know. But yeah, that's it for my quick overview of all the cool features that I got to see in person at the Galaxy S25 launch, and I almost forgot, but this also happened at the end of the keynote.
Introducing Galaxy S25 Edge.
Wait.
Galaxy S25 Edge released. Okay, they said nothing in the keynote though, but we're all heading to the content capture session because we have like what, 30 minutes until our bus to the airport. All right, let's go check. Let's go see what's up.
My dogs.
Hopefully we do end up getting more information about the S25 Edge, but I've kept you here long enough, and if you're still watching, thank you so much for watching, and leave a sunglasses emoji so I know you're a real one. Also, make sure to smash a like and subscribe button so you can be updated about any awesome S25 content that I drop, including my awesome day in the life vlogs and the vlog from the actual trip as well. But on that note, have a great one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.